Great, welcome crew. I think there's only 2 of you booked in, so hi Fiona, hi Liz. Welcome. I'm gonna have a range of weights, 1 kgs, 2 kgs. And I'm also gonna film this for Sona TV, so it'll come up in Sona TV in about a month or 2. It's slow release stuff, so yeah, welcome. Okay, great. Welcome to our Pilates with weight session. I'm going to be using both my 1 kgs and my 2 kgs here. So I'm going to start quite light for my warm up. So take a hold of your hand weights and come and stand back in a space. Feet in a parallel position, have a little shake, a little wriggle out through the body. Nice length through the back of the neck. We're going to inhale and shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, soften and slide them down and away. Inhale, shrug them up. Exhale, soften. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Fabulous. Then we're going to bring the arms in front and we're going to do tiny circles here, keeping the body lovely and quiet as we do. Nice soft bend in the knees. Hands just need to come to shoulder height and then take them down in the opposite direction. And again, little tiny circles coming up in front of you and then all the way back down to the thighs. We can then have a little roll and a shrug, take the hands to the outside of the body, same thing. Now obviously with a lighter weight this feels quite easy, but that's okay. We're just doing a little warm up. We want strategy, nice length through the arms, nice easy soft ribs, nice relaxed jaw and neck, able to move if we need to. Fabulous. We bend and soften, bring the hands through, elbows into the side of the body, and then you're going to offer the weights away for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we keep those arms long and away, and we're going to bicep curl here for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Arms lengthen away. We can flip the palms, allow the hands to come down. Take a little shrug, a little wriggle out, a little shimmy through the shoulders here. Fabulous. And then we take the hands in underneath your chin for our punch up and down. So I take a little half squat so I can sit nice and easy. That's it. Hands come in underneath the chin and we're pushing one arm up and the other one down. Nice even pace here. Take your time. Opposite arms, opposite directions, but same quality, same pace, same speed. Good. So we set this in the body in our upright position, and then we can play around with it a little bit in our bent over position. So hands stay in underneath the chin. We turn ourselves around. We can send the sitting bones back a little bit to help us fold and hip hinge. Keep the spine lovely and long. Arms come either side of you a little bit more and we push past the ear and past the hip. You can get a little bit lower in your squat if you want to. Good. Neck nice and long, gaze just out in front of you. Now, relationship to gravity is different. How does this feel? And we go 10 more. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow the arms to come in. Let them relax in front of you. Soften your chin to your chest. Take a roll down. Have a little wriggle up here. Maybe nod the head yes. Shake it now. Good. Stand down into the feet. Bring the weights with you and unroll. Unravel. All the way up to standing. Have any little shakes or little shimmies out here. Good work. We're going to come back into that bent over row position. So we can tilt the pelvis a little bit, bend and soften, soft bridge, open the sitting bones. You want a lovely long neutral spine, elbows into the side of the body. We'll just do 10 tricep presses back here. Little squeeze back there maybe. Good. That's 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. We let the arms lengthen again. Soften chin to chest, forward fold. Stand down into the feet, unroll, unravel all the way up. Great. Wrapping those arms around like you're hugging a big tree. Pick up the elbows a little bit. Keep this lovely curved shape of the arms, and then allow your shoulder blades to squeeze together. So the whole arm moves as one. We don't then find any more range in the, and then we said the ankles, in the wrists or the elbows. We're closing your book, and opening. No, hugging your tree, and then squeezing the shoulder blades together. Pick up the elbows just a little bit. Good. 4, little half squat maybe, and 3, 2, and 1. Good, let the arms come out in front. Hip hinge forward fold, so we come back into that flat back position. We now get to see that lovely curve of the arms a little bit more, don't we? Good. Open the sitting bones, sink down. We keep that curve, same thing, shoulder blades. Slide together and slide apart. So these are your bent over flies. Good. 4 more here. Good. Hold this last one back. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. I know. 4. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Give yourself a little shoulder shimmy. Roll down through the spine. Keep a hold of the weights. They're good resistance for when we unroll. And come all the way up to standing. So we're a little bit warmer. I'm going to switch through to heavier weights. I also like the grip on these. You need a little bit of room around it. You might need to have a little bit of adaptation or adjustment. What's going to happen is we're coming down into plank position. I'm going to place my weights up into the top of my mat. I'll have these ones close by just in case. Let's come to the back of your space. Have a little shake off here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, soften the chin to the chest. Slide the breastbone. Roll the ribs, bend in the knees to help draw those abdominals back. Turning the pelvis forward, fold over the legs. Hang out here. Little opportunity to shake off as always. Good, a little more bend in the knees to get flat palms down. Let's walk out into our plank position. Reaching crown of head away from the heels. Press the floor away. Nice, big deep breaths here. Right, so then from here, I just want you to lower your knees. Try to keep at your long plank position. So this is your kneeling plank. Good. Then open your sitting bones, sit back, over. This is going to be our child's pose. Good. Then come back forward. Little bend in the elbows, little push up. Let's untuck the toes and let's have a little rest. We're going to go through that again. Our hands haven't moved, our knees haven't moved, our toes haven't moved. It's just our body moving back and forth in the space. Great. Tuck your toes for me, hip plank. Nice. Same thing. We soften the knees down. Good. Then you keep your left hand down onto the floor and open your right up. Good. Push back into our child's pose. Send your body and energy forward, shoulders over the wrists. Push up, little mini half push up. Good. Open up, so send the left arm sweeping up. Come back through. Breath back. Come through. Little push up. All right. So what's going to happen is we're going to now do that with the weight. And this is where a dumbbell weight is really nice because you can wrap around and still touch the floor pretty well. So we need to get them up here and we need to set our plank first. So then we know when to soften the knees down. So press the floor away, hug the bottom of his back, open up through the hips, and then just soften your knees. So here's your kneeling plank. Good. Keep the left hand down and you're going to sweep your right arm out. Different with weights, isn't it? Good. Come back through. Push back into child's pose. Come back over the weights. Keep with the knees down. We don't need to come into full plank. Little push up. Your hands are in a different position. Good. Then from here, you open up. So I'm going to just peel my left arm, but if you can do a nice clean sweep, rotate. Nice press back. Forward. Bend in the elbows. Press away. Good. And again. Opening up to the right. Good. Lower down. Sitting bones back. Enjoy this little rest moment. Body forward. Little, draw the elbows back as much as you can. I know they'll go out a little bit because of your hand position, but see what that feels like. Bend that pelvis forward. Just caught my own. Left arm opens up. Press that weight away. Get that rotation. Bring the left hand back down. Step back. And forward. Little push up. Go one more to either side. Hold that plank. Just sort of hanging out. Let your weight come forward. Open up. Right hand. And down. Step back. And forward. Little push up. Good. Left arm. And down. Push back. And forward. Little push up. Fabulous. Untuck toes. Walk hands back in underneath you. Release your hands from the weights. Give thumbs a little wriggle. Lovely. Let's take a little cat-cow press away here. Pushing into the mat with the tops of your shins, your knees, your feet, your hands rounding your spine. Open your sitting bones, allow your spine to undulate through. Good. Pressing away. Good. Nice. And any little heel wags you want in between, any little wriggles out, a little shake off. Fabulous. And then just come and sit back, give the hands, the thumbs, the wrist. So if you're using a range of weights, if not stay with light, have them close by. So we're going to come into a lunge position now. Always quite nice to sit back, bring yourself up, thighs stretched out. We'll need that later. Step your right foot through. 90-90 lunge. You can keep long toes. That's it. Or you can tuck the foot, left foot back. Taking weights of your choice and feel free to swap in and out. Lovely. Those arms are going to come back around in front of you. They're going to come at a slight angle a little bit. Like you're hugging a tree. Good. Then they can open, staying in your 90-90 lunge. They can come up. They can come back down. And you can hug your tree. All okay with that? So they can open. They're slightly still in front of me. They can come up. They can lower down with control to shoulder height. And then hug your tree. Fabulous. Makes me want to decide maybe on lighter weights. We'll see how we go. So then from here, we're just going to send our energy forward into a bit of a lunge. Pad that left knee more if you want to. Back. Good. Forward. And back. So feel free tucking toes, pat the knee, play around with it a little bit. Your positioning is yours. So we start then with the arms out to the side. As we come forward a little bit, we're going to hug the tree. Then we're going to come back, reach the arms up and down. Lunge forward, hug the tree. Come back, up and down. One more like this. Hug the tree. back, up, and down. Very nice. So if you're in line with your mat, your arms are out to the side, just lower them down. Fabulous. You might want to tuck the toes of the left foot and have a little shake out here. You end up a bit like in a runner's lunge. Hands back into that sort of plank position. So we could send your right leg back, bring your left foot forward, lower your right knee down, untuck the toes. Good. And then draw the elbows into the side of the body to come up. You got to bring it in close to the center of your center of gravity. And then we go through again on this side. So we don't need to do the arms. We just need to check the lunge is happy. It's just a little yawn through. Keep that left heel down. So we're kind of picking up into it. Pelvis sending itself forward. So we get a little yawn through that right hip. So you need to pad your right knee. Good. Arms start out. We hug a tree. Pick the elbows up and open. Arms lift all the way up and down. Hug a tree and open. Up and down. One more. Hug a tree and open. Up and down. Elbows in. Come into high kneeling. Fabulous. Feel free to switch your weights at any point. You can have a little sit off. Good. Come back up into high kneeling. Tuck your toes for me. And then sit back into the heels. So we come into our thigh stretch position here. We want the elastic recoil of your feet. I don't know where I'm going, shuffling back to the radiator as always. Elbows in, bring the weights close to your chest. Feel free to change your weights. Come up into thigh stretch. Gently draw the belly button back, send the pubic bone through. Send the arms out in front of you. Good. And come into your thigh stretch here. So you may not feel you're going as far, especially with weights out in front of you. If they're a bit heavy, switch them. You're one lovely long line from knee to crown of the head. Good work. Nice. One more here. Nice. And we just hip hinge, forward fold, draw the elbows in. We're going to hover here. That's it. So we're not sitting back down onto the feet. We're in our hover. Elbows into the side of the body. Nice long spine. Tricep press back here for 10. For 9. For 8. For 7. When in doubt, open your sitting bones a little bit more. Good. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Very nice. Have a little shake off. Release weights. Bring your hands down. Release knees. Have a little walk out. A little pad through. Sometimes you can just take the leg back a little bit. Pivot on the toes. Let the knee and the hip. Let the thigh hang. On the other side. Good. So we will come back to all fours in a little moment. These out of the way. We're just going to shuffle right onto your back and take our roll ups, our roll downs, and our bridges because they're really great for your spine. So we come through to a seated position in the middle of your mat. Choose your weights of choice. That's up to you. So we're doing roll backs and roll ups, and we're doing bridging. So which weights do you want to work with? Nice long legs, if that feels okay. Offer your weights away. Inhale here. Exhale, soften, coming off the sitting bones, laying yourself all the way down, still offering the weights away. When the shoulder blades find the floor, the hands can come back above your chest. If they're quite heavy, don't take them any further. If they're a little bit lighter, you can come back a tiny bit. Inhale the hands back above the chest. Exhale, soften, chin to chest. Slide the breastbone, roll the ribs off of those weights out over your legs. Come all the way up to seated. Inhale here, exhale, soften, tilting. Off those sitting bones, rolling that pelvis, laying yourself all the way down. Resting head, neck, and shoulders down. Feel free to do any little adjustments, shuffles and wriggles. Your roll up, your roll down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, softening. Slide the breastbone, roll the ribs back behind you, off with weights long and away, peeling yourself up to seated. Lovely. Come all the way down. Stay down there now. Tilting off the sitting bone. Lay yourself all the way down. Hands come above your shoulders. Bend and soften in the knees. Walking the feet back into parallel close to your sitting bones. Load your pelvis with your weight, like fingertip touch, elbows go wide. Good. They rest on the crease and fold. They might even be over like the pubic bone to mid-abdomen or lower deep abdominals, kind of wherever they can kind of settle. We start to bridge by standing into the feet, tilting the pelvis, peeling yourself up, reaching your knees long and away out over your toes. Inhale here, push into those big toes. Exhale, soften, lay yourself all the way down through the ribs, the mid, the lower back, sitting bones open. Have a little shake off if you need to. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, stand down into the feet. Feel that tilt to the pelvis, peeling yourself up, reaching your knees long and away out over your toes. Soften those ribs. Inhale here. Exhale and lay yourself down through the ribs, the mid. Delay the pelvis almost. You get a little bit more length in that lower back. Good. And again, inhale, prepare. Exhale. Stand down into the feet. Feel the tilt to the pelvis. Peel yourself up. Reach your knees long and away out over your toes. Rest in between the shoulder blades. Inhale here. Exhale, soften, lay yourself all the way back down. Good. Have a little shake off. You take the weight back into the hands. Send those hands up towards the ceiling. Lengthen the legs away. Full roll up. Again, inhale, prepare. Exhale, soften and slide the breastbone. Roll the ribs. Well, that's a bit better now. Come all the way up to seated. Fabulous. Let's go to your side. Have a little shake off. We come back into all fours again. So we're going to need a little bit of room to the side of you. Press up near the top end of your mat. Climb into quadruped and have a little pad around. Nice. So let's start with what will be your left leg. You can use either leg. Don't worry about it too much. Palm near the top end of your mat and make sure there's room behind you and out to the side. Good. Quadruped position, press the floor away, nice neutral spine. Send your left leg back. Good. Let it rainbow circle out to the side. Nice, let it circle all the way back and almost beyond and over the right toes. Good, back through to neutral. And in. Now if you've got room on the other side, you can do the other side. You can just check in and swivel around. We'll load one side first and then the other. So right leg will go back. Good, it can come out to the side of you. Can circle all the way and over and past the left toes. Get a nice little yawn. Back through the center. Track back in. You'll only need one weight at a time. I would go light, 1 kg, if you've got the option. Fabulous. So we're going to have our left leg moving and your right hand moving. So you need a little bit of room out to the left side of you, and the weight will be in your right hand. And that's quite nice because your left hand is down and your right knee, shin, and foot are your stable diagonal. So you've got the weight in your right hand, your left hand is down, your right knee, shin, and foot is down, and your left leg can move. And so we can test the diagonal first by sending the left toes away and reaching the right arm out. And in. So normally we're used to this lever being really light and the leg being the heavy lever. And that's easy because the leg's attached way up here. Arm fascia is attached back to your sacrum, so I need you to really soften your ribs and try to engage that sense that your arm can come from your sacrum, your ribs can come from your legs can come from your diaphragm. Am I confusing you? Confusing me. Okay. So we press down into the floor. We've got a hand, a knee, a shin, and foot that won't be moving, so they're going to stabilize you. Slide the left toes away. Reach the right arm away. Good. When we get a little hover. Good. Lower back down. And in. leg only. Left leg goes back. Little hover. It comes out to the side of you. Good. It comes all the way up and over in a little rainbow to pass the right foot. Comes back through to center and in. Can we do that now whilst the right arm is reaching out? Left toes, right arm, reach long and away. Left leg goes out to the side of you. It goes up and over past the right toes. It comes back through the center. Both arm and leg come in. Good. One more time. You've got a stable diagonal. Press down into the floor. Right arm, left leg lengthens long and away. Left leg goes out to the side. It goes around and over and past the right toes. Comes back through the center. Both track in. Shake off. Sit back. Left wrist needs a little wriggle. It's going to be the one that's going to be holding the weight next. So I'm going to turn myself around so my right leg can go out to the side. Good. And again, we just want to set up the diagonal. Right toes, left arm with the weight. Just having a little check-in, let them trace on the floor. Though the boys learned the material now, you could probably go a little bit further. Nice. You practice the leg only first, so send right leg long and away, little hover. Let it come out to the side, little tap. Let it come up and over and past the left toes. And then it can either trace back in on the floor, that's totally fine, or it can come through to center and lowers. Good. Add on the arm reaching away at the same time. Right toes, left arm, lengthen away. Hold that left arm reaching now, let the right leg come out to the side. Woo. And up and over. Good, back through the center. Tracking. Good, one more on this side. Loaded arm, loaded leg, up we go. Left arm, right toes, lengthen long and away. Right leg comes out to the side. It comes long and over past the left toes. Come back through the center. Lower in. Fabulous. Sit back, shake out. Into those fingers. Let the wrist have a little wriggle out. Good work. Maybe back to that. Back. So then from here, put weights to the side a little moment. Let's bring ourselves up to standing. And we want to tuck the toes. Hang out in a bit of a crouch position. Sink the heels down, drop the head, bottom goes up. Unroll, unravel. All the way up to standing. Have a little shake off. Take a hold of 1 kg weights again, I'd say. Nice, taking our standing lunges. We come into the middle of your mat in our V position. Just bend your right foot away and then draw the right heel into the arch of that left foot. Good. Means we're going to be going out onto that right diagonal, sweeping arms go up. We step right into a lunge, arms go up. We open the arms out wide, draw the arms back up, and then draw the heel and the arms back in. You might add a breathing pattern. You might inhale to lunge out, exhale to open, inhale to draw back up, exhale to draw back in. That might come with you. Go one more on this side. Inhale, lunging out. Exhale, open. They're slightly in front of you, remember. Inhale up. Exhale to drag back in. Change your position. Have a little shake out. So you're now bringing left heel, into the arch of your right foot. Helps the body understand what diagonal it's going on. One might be more comfortable than the other. You send those arms sweeping out as you step into that left leg lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, open. Inhale, pick back up. Exhale, draw back in. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale, pick back up. Exhale, draw back in. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale, pick back up. Exhale, draw back in. Soften back into parallel. Take a roll down through the spine to release your weights to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, soften the chin to the chest. Slide the breastbone, roll the ribs. Heavy hanging arms, let the weight open up that back line for you. Turn your pelvis. Release the weight to the floor. Stand back down into the feet and turn the pelvis, restack the spine all the way up to standing. Give the shoulders a little roll and a shrug back. Good. Nice. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, soften and sigh them down with relief. Inhale and exhale. Last one here. Inhale and exhale. Good work. A little bit more challenging today in those plank positions. Working through our push-ups, but with a different hold can be quite interesting. Good one to come back to and repeat and get more strategy, maybe a bit more than me. And I'll see you all again really soon. Weird funky pause whilst you're recording for a different platform. I hope you're both well. Let me know how that goes and I'll see you in class soon. Bye guys. She says.